YouTube. Hi, Instagram. Hello, you guys. Instagram first. I uploaded to YouTube. You guys, I'm so tired. Been up and down today, and I think it's the latest I'm doing a live video. The other days I'll try to get it in earlier. It's harder when you take so long. Oh, hey, how you doing? Jocelyn, I believe, right? How are you doing, sis? Hope you're having a great Saturday today. Or I guess it's up if you're on the East Coast, pretty much. It's after 9 now. I'm in Mountain Time, so it's after 7 my time. Hope you're doing okay, love. Miss you within Wendy's accountability class thing. Anyway, you guys, so I'm back today, and I just felt like the Lord, feel like a lot of people are just going through a lot of hard stuff, always fighting, always pushing, always a struggle, one thing to the other. They get through one thing and another thing is a problem. They get through one thing, it's just always a challenge. So what message came to me to talk about is, yes, all is well with me, sis. All is well. Thank you. Glad you're doing well. So the message is, it's never easy, but it's necessary. It's never easy, but it's necessary. And what am I talking about? The journey of life is not an easy one, as we all know, right? As we all know. So to fulfill your God-given destiny, it's not going to be easy, but it's necessary. To overcome your fears and your demons, it's not easy, but it's necessary, right? To reach your full potential, it's not easy, but it's necessary. And to step into the life you even truly desire, it's not easy, you guys, but it's necessary. I want you guys just to look at your mindset on things, because I know it's hard. People are going through so many stuff. I'm just hearing just a lot of hard things people are going through, with Corona, but even beyond Corona probably just made it worse. But, people have been just struggling, just suffering, just people have been in their wilderness for a long time. You know what I mean? I just came out of my wilderness. It's just a lot going on. So the Lord is saying, although it's never easy, it's necessary. Like some of us, the road is hard because of people, right? People get in our way. People make things hard for us. Some people just straight out don't like you, and they try to make your life difficult. If you're in a working environment, sometimes there are cliques and people are just hard. Sometimes even in your church setting, things are hard and things are against you. Even some of us, our own ways, the way we think, our own struggles, our own belief system sometimes makes it hard. I remember there's some hard things I went through in the past, but the way I am today, and I'm sure some of you guys can relate, Jocelyn, you may be able to relate, and others that will watch this. There are some things in my past that I went through a season that were very hard, but the way that God has pruned me and strengthened me, today those things would not even be hard for me. So sometimes you have to look at it that way, allow God to do whatever he needs to do in you in your season right now. And a lot of that stuff, when God is maturing you, when God is growing you, there's a lot of the process of it is not easy, but it's so necessary. There are things right now when I was going through, it was so hard. I cried a lot, but I'm telling you, I'm glad for it today because of what took place in that process. And some of those things today would be a cake for me. It will not be hard at all. So sometimes in the moment, it may be hard, but that's a part of God stretching you. That's a part of God growing you. You're gonna see the fruit of it. You're gonna see the reward of it. You're gonna see the results of it later on. But I know right now it's not easy. So guys, just push through whatever you're going through, that it's a part of your journey. It's a part of your process. The process is not easy. The process processes us, you guys. The process, thank you for the hearts. The process processes us. We are getting processed. There are things we need to die from. There are things we need to learn. There are things we need to be refined in us. Sometimes the process is hard because of people we're connected to. Toxic and unhealthy people make things harder. sometimes we're the toxic ones and we were the unhealthy ones. I know there was a time in my life, we talk about toxic, right? But there was a time in my life when I was, there was a situation I went through. I look back now, I know that person, it was not easy for them. And honestly, it was not easy for them. I made it hard for them. But honestly, at the time, it really was me dealing with my own issues on the inside. And some of that got interpreted wrong. And I know it did, but that person didn't know. But just being around me probably made it a little difficult. Like, there was no argument or anything like that. Just my atmosphere, I was filled with so much fear. I was so like in my head about everything. So I just made that person very uncomfortable, and I know I did. And they reached out, they tried to be the Christian person, they tried to be the right person. They actually did everything good, but that's one experience I look back, and because I was so in my own issues, I made that maybe not so comfortable for that person, not intentionally. So, so I do understand, and sometimes we have to be patient with people that we see are very like unhealthy and even toxic. You know what I mean? Sometimes we have to have compassion and pray for them, because sometimes it has nothing to do with us. It's really their own situation that they're dealing with, and we have to like have some kind of compassion. Now, I'm not saying like just let people mistreat you and step all over you, and just, if it comes to that way where you need to address them and have a talk with them, yes, you have to have wisdom and you have to take this thing in balance. But sometimes, some people, it's not about us, it's their own whatever. And sometimes they're not even conscious. Like when this happened to me, I was really not self-conscious. The Lord revealed all this to me after the fact. While I was in it, I was so in my own head, I wasn't really self-aware like how I am today. So, sometimes you guys, we have to have compassion on people too that are maybe not in the best state, in how they behave, how they think. They're still going through their brokenness and whatnot, and we just have to, pray for them and just show compassion. You know what I mean? And it's funny. I remember, I'm feeling led to share. I remember one time I was so down. I don't remember what I was down about. This was a long time ago. But I remember one stranger, and I know this was from God. One stranger looked at me and she just smiled at me with a genuine smile. I mean, it was genuine. I don't know how to explain it. It was just genuine. She just smiled at me, and I got emotional. That just touched my heart. I felt like God was smiling at me through that lady, through that smile, and just letting me know you're not alone. Like, you're not alone, you'll be okay. And at this time, I think I was a new believer, and I was feeling condemned a lot, just very condemned about stuff. I feel like I wasn't doing right, wasn't being right, and I felt very condemned. That's coming back to me now what it was about, but I just felt condemned. I remember I was in the church choir, and a sister was saying to me, she actually said, "You look condemned." I don't even know how. I've never heard somebody say that, but she said, "You looked condemned." So it was showing on my countenance, and this lady just smiled at me. So you never know, you guys. God is bringing this in a different area, but he wants us, even with people we call toxic people or unhealthy. Sometimes in our life, it was us at some stage, but in our lives, when we've known better and we've grown, God wants us to show compassion, to some of these people. Now, it doesn't mean you being cahoots with them. Some people you need to just separate. They just not healthy, it's not good, and you need to separate. So it doesn't mean you're their best friend or anything like that, but just try to have more of your mindset and your attitude towards them coming from a place of compassion and love, and just be prayerful for them. But guys, the journey, it's never easy, but it's necessary. All the stuff that we need to go through to get to the better side, to get to our promised land, to overcome some things, to even come into success. There's work. Whatever you call success, there's work involved. If everything was easy, everyone would live a fantastic life. You know what I mean? Mediocrity is the easy route, just to be average, just to be mediocre. But if you're going to do anything great in life, from your standpoint, what is great for you, you're going to have to go through some not easy stuff to get there, and it's necessary. So we have to change our mindset. We have to not give up. The Lord told me that giving up is turning your back. Like I said on one of the other broadcasts, giving up is turning your back on the work you've already done. So you can't like do 90% of the work and then 10% then the next 10% like you like give up. No, you got to keep going, you guys. So I just feel like God want to encourage people to keep pushing through, not to give up. It's not easy. It's never easy, but it's necessary. And the joy of your labor will come. You know, there will be joy at the end of the tunnel. Everything is not just hard, and push through. You'll get to a place where you're at a better state. But like I said, some things that were hard for me at the time, and I'm sure some people can relate that will watch this, it's not hard for me today. At that time, it was so hard. Today, it would be nothing. Some things that used to so bother me, today I laugh. It's nothing. So if you see the results, what comes out of it is so awesome, you guys. So wherever you are in your journey, don't give up, you guys. Don't, things are not going to be easy all the time. Actually, a lot of time, things will be more difficult. You know, the devil is not going to make things easy. People are not going to make things easy. Sometimes we ourselves make things hard. We self-sabotage. You know what I mean? Sometimes the things we need to learn, we are at a disadvantage in our learning curve, and those things are not easy. You know, it's all different sort of things, but don't look at that as don't look at it in the wrong mindset. Look at it that you need to do what you need to do. Things won't always be this way, and you're going to get to a better place. You know, you have to have the right mindset about this stuff to help keep pushing you through so you don't give up, you guys. So I hope this helps somebody. Jocelyn, thank you for being on here. And guys, I just, you know, God love you guys, and he gives you grace. Okay, so just lean on his grace and strength in the hard things. But whatever you do, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. You have to keep pushing through, you guys, through your emotions. Sometimes your emotions make it hard, you know, but that's where you have to get disciplined about pushing through with your emotions and not let them drive you. You're supposed to be in self-control, and obviously we're not perfect, but you cannot let your emotions drive you. You have to get control over that, okay? Your emotions, oh, you're welcome, sis. Your emotions, if you don't get self-control over your emotions, you're going to self-sabotage all the time. You're going to be going on an emotional roller coaster. You're going to be messing up because of your emotions all the time. So you have to be able to feel a certain way and not act on it, you guys. Like, just chill. If you need to walk away, just walk away and come back. But don't let your emotions make you such an explosive person. That is gonna mess you up. You're only gonna get to only a certain level that way. Because even if God promotes you or you even meet the right people, you're gonna end up jacking it up. If your emotions are like that, you're gonna turn people off. You know, and us ladies, we're very emotional a lot of time, too emotional. So if that's you, work on that. Work on that, and that will mess you up. You have to be able to feel a certain way and like chill in that moment and let it pass, and not just react in a negative way all the time, guys. So that's for somebody. You're very emotionally driven in a negative way, and that's gonna self-sabotage you. And even if you receive certain blessings, you're gonna jack things up because your emotions is gonna speak for you, and it's not gonna speak good. Okay, you guys. So anyway, love you guys. Thank you again, Jocelyn, for being here. Please share. And guys, I'll see you tomorrow, okay? So enjoy the rest of your night, and God bless. All right, you guys, later. It's starting to get dark now over here. It's still pretty light outside, but now it's starting to get a little dark. All right, you guys, later. Bye. Bye, Jocelyn.